Welcome back, Rich Nation. My name is AJ, and today we're going to be continuing One Piece episodes 31 and 32. Last time we saw the end of Dawn Krieg getting beaten and Sanji joining the group, which is awesome because now they need all the help they can get, because a few episodes ago we saw Nami run off, and now she seems to be approaching another pirate group, so it's going to be interesting to see what she's doing there and the reasoning why she would leave in the first place. And anyway, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, smash that like button. You can also check out my Patreon at patreon.com/ajrich123 for full reactions and early releases. And let's go ahead and start. And as usual, Luffy is sleeping. And they're back on a smaller boat again. Gotta get their actual ship. Gotta get it back from Nami. He's so excited. I guess he's the one that can, you know, kind of really realize what's going on. So that's what she was looking at. So somebody maybe she knows or something. Or just the bounty itself. She definitely likes money and treasure, so. There's no way to know everybody. Fishman. Is there ever a bad looking mermaid? Well, unless they look like that. That's a lot of them. Yeah, I thought they were completely against pirates. Huh, kind of like hired hands. Oh, okay, so that's what he is. Oh shit, if they're as strong as him though, then if they're as strong as him, then it's like impossible. No wonder he's scared. He knows the reality of it. Oh, he can draw. Well, now you have a cook, so now you can actually like make good food, right? Yeah, she really does look conflicted. Oh, she's from there. Now that makes more sense, and she probably knows him. That would only make sense, or at least have heard of him. Huh, that's a fishman? That nose looks like it would hurt. Okay, these guys look sick. Huh. So they do, so the Navy does work with these guys. What the fuck? An Octoman? Is that pot where he sleeps? Oh, is it? Oh, okay. I guess that's one way to travel. Huh, so they kind of have to work with them. Looks pretty deserted. There's always something in her cleavage. God damn, she can pack a lot there. Wow. Her personality kind of changed a little bit. She seems insanely serious. Oh, was she working with him? No fucking way. No, I would have never guessed that. She actually was so her actually even being with that group was more coincidence to get stuff initially, but it looked like she was still very like sad about it, and maybe now she's conflicted, but it looks like her initial thing is wow, okay. That kind of goes with her initial personality of stealing things, but wow. It's like now that she's home, she's like all, I don't know, like reverted back or something, because she really, I don't know, maybe she was just a good actress, but it's really seemed like, and especially when we see her crying going there, it really does seem like she's conflicted. There's definitely, like, she definitely cares about the, I mean, why would she even join the group? Yeah, she took the ship and everything, but it just seems like she actually is conflicted here, and her looking at the bounty sheet and then going then seems strange to me too. Like, I feel like she might have other intentions here, because if not, I just don't want to believe it. But they don't have Luffy with them. Actually, this could be bad for them. Would Nami even help them at this point? Zoro just, you know, bust in. Probably a smart thing is to get some intel before you rush in. I mean, he just got his ass kicked, though. It might be best to, you know, take your time with this. Yeah, exactly. You got to make sure that you recover before you get into a big fight, and you need the intel. Maybe Usopp just wants to be the hero. It's a weird bunch. Probably don't want to pick a fight, especially when you have your strongest person tied up now. No. Oh, they noticed them. And of course they're gonna be natural swimmers and probably, I would assume they could, yeah, breathe in underwater if they're fishermen. Wow, you just straight up ditched Zoro. No. You can't leave him like that. What the hell? Ooh. So it was what it seemed. The whole place is destroyed and deserted. Why, yeah, he wrecked it. How the fuck do you turn a house like that? Ah, so they've been there. I feel like they'd be good at land and sea. Kind of half and half, so. Of course, Usopp will protect you. Don't worry. Why? Oh, so you can't fight them at all. You don't want to get on their radar. In his natural habitat, cooking. What kind of creature is this thing? Some type of cowfish or Bullfish? Well, that's one way to use your mouth. Holy shit. That looks like the pig from from Seven Deadly Sins. Well, I guess if you were gonna send anybody through here that could, you know, survive this, it would be Zoro. I still can't get used to some of the noses in this show. They see themselves differently. They do have, I mean, they can swim and breathe underwater and do normal stuff, so. Ooh. Yeah, this is gonna look really bad on the other side. That's so tough. We saw hints of it, like of how she acted, but she always had, oh, she had it covered up. It is so tough. Like, I'm having a hard time, like, believing it, because even though she is part of that group, I just feel that scene at the end of the one of the episodes literally just goes in my mind. She's crying and leaving there, and she just seemed it just seemed out of left field. It's like she got reminded. It was like she was in a trance when she was like with Luffy and them, and then it's like she got pegged back to earth when she looked at like that must be it. She looked at the picture and remembered where she came from and then snapped out of it. And then she was having doubts, but now that she's with the group, she's like remembering everything, and maybe it's just sad to see, because like the loyalty was there, and now it's just, like, going from Zoro's perspective there, it's like complete betrayal. Of course that's gonna hurt. I don't know. It's just sad to me. I want to believe that, like, she can get talked out of this. Like, hopefully there's more to this, because it seems so strange. Like, obviously she's a human, they're fishmen, and she's like, you know, a leader of them. So something just doesn't add up. You can never win against Luffy in a fight over food. You just can extend everywhere. Finders keepers. I would think they're getting closer. And it's kind of crazy because there's fishmen around, so they could show up. Yeah. As we saw something. Oh. Okay, not a fishman, but a creature? It's it's a fucking sea cow. A hippo. The animals in this show are ridiculous. It wants human food? Something that big, you don't want to piss it off. Hitting it like that is probably the wrong move. Yes, the best thing to do is just to feed it. Yeah, I mean, if it was like a normal vicious creature, it would have just attacked right away. Sanji, you baited him. Okay, maybe he's not as nice as we were thinking. God damn. Wouldn't it be better to make sure it's like dead or passed out? Now everyone's even more split up. He's just out for revenge, but he's such a, you know, small kid. He's probably left like tons of these type of situations. taking people's families away. Damn, call Nami a witch. Oof. I mean, I wonder if that has anything to do with Nami. This felt like a weird line. Poor kid. It's hard, you know, you gotta kind of, you don't want them to actually get hurt or die, so. Aha, she does know her. Oh, so they're technically related, adopted sisters. There's definitely reasoning behind it. No one does that for no reason. It's technically your fault? You guys ditched Zoro? Though, how the hell is he gonna get out of this situation? Oh! I gave her the crazy eyes. Zoro doesn't seem as trusting. Luffy is a bit more. Of course Zoro can get out of this situation. I didn't doubt it for a second. Yeah, she is definitely doing this because she has to for some reason. It just seems so out of, I want to say out of character, but she was acting like that in the beginning. I would say that maybe Luffy and them have changed her a little bit, but also it just like, even the way when her parents got mentioned, her parents died. So that's crazy on itself that her parents were killed. And like, it feels like either something to do with like revenge, or that's the only thing I can think of. And I refuse to believe this is just legit because she's a witch, and it's never that. I like it other than like random, you know, crap villains, or like, you know, the mean captain, as we've seen. Nami seems to have way more depth than that. Like, I really feel like it's, and especially when they're saying her parents died, it's definitely some type of revenge or something that she feels like she has to do. There's something there, especially when Zoro's sinking there and she's looking like she's distressed about it. And I don't know. I like to think, I'm trying to think of the bright side here. Yeah, she's definitely affected. Yup. See, she obviously cares. Maybe he was testing her or something? Because why else would he do that? Maybe he knew that she would come. Yeah, maybe. Oh, he saw through it. Yeah, Zoro is not going to be able to fight it 100% right now. That's the problem. Ooh. Usopp, long-nosed friend. Oh, they're probably charging people taxes and money and stuff. He definitely looks like he's been cut up a bit. Coming from this guy. How can he say that with a straight face? So that's how he gets money and stuff, huh? It's that similar thing of protection. Wow. Yup, now that makes sense of what happened to that other town. So he's trying to, yeah, take over the entire place. Ooh. What? No way. Of course, she's cutting up his, yep. She's trying to make it so he can escape. Always to make an example, or, oh, God. I really hate people like this. At least people are willing to back him up. That's good. So he's that worried about people rebelling. It must be. He's still gonna punish them regardless. You might as well rebel. Holy shit, he's holding him like a rag doll. Yeah, of course Usopp's not gonna watch that. Even though he might be nervous as all hell, I'm sure he is. At least say it, you know, like you mean it. Ooh, pure confidence. Oh, this guy can literally pick up houses. Yeah, kind of count. If you're trying to get money from them, it probably counters it. Just a temper tantrum. So now we know how those backward houses. Jesus. Well, at least you were able to make it so he didn't get killed. He's running for his life. So, this is actually kind of strange. I knew she was definitely doing it for reasons. Agreement. So she owns it so they can't get hurt anymore? That's her reasoning? Well, with everyone split up, they need to regroup for sure. Okay, now it's starting to click a little bit more why Nami would be like this. But at the same time, when I'm thinking about it in my head, it might not be a great strategy. So what I'm getting from this is she needs to save 100 million berries. So it makes sense why she'd be stealing treasure, stealing as much stuff as she possibly can to buy the village. Okay, so she's trying to buy her hometown area, and then she thinks that Arlong and all the fishmen will, because she owns it, she's part of the group, she owns it, that means they won't be messed with anymore. That's what makes the most sense, so they'd be safe or whatever. That's her reasoning, her thinking. Now that we've seen how Arlong is, his personality, and how useful she's been for them, I don't think there's any way in hell that like he would relinquish that, for one, or two, still not like go over and make them pay. I feel like she probably got promised something from him, and I just feel like there's no way in hell it's like he would do it. Like, I just feel like it's something waiting to go wrong. Like, I understand like her reasoning why, but man, all of this stuff, like, you notice like everybody left. Obviously, maybe not everybody knows what she's doing or doesn't. Maybe she's told them that and they still are pissed that she's working with them. But I can't see that scenario going good. You can't trust somebody like that. Maybe another way of her reasoning is because there's no other way. Like, maybe she thinks there's no way to beat him. So that's when you have no other options, the best option's gonna look, the best, for lack of a word. It's gonna look the best. So in her mind, she thinks buying the village is gonna, save everybody and make it. But I don't know. I just don't trust it. And I can tell that Arlong and them like really like her and are able to like use her and her abilities, like, and or her like things that she's able to do. And I just feel like I just don't trust it. I really don't trust Arlong, and I get this bad feeling from other animes and other scenarios. When we see something like this, it just doesn't feel like it'll go right. Like, most of the time when a bad guy or an antagonist, like a bad person, promises you something, especially like that, it's just like, how can you trust them? But if you have no other options, then you're going to, which is where Nami's at. But it kind of, now I kind of get where she's coming from, and I can kind of forgive a little bit of her actions there. But at the same time, it sucks that she gets put in a position like that, and it makes sense why she would be stealing everywhere. But it's also good to see that she still cares. Like, she has feelings. She still cares about people. I'm guessing the reason why she acted that way towards the kid was to scare him off so he doesn't get himself killed. And now it's making, and especially the way she treated Zoro and obviously she has not forgotten things, and she is a good-hearted person. You can just tell. Like, it's because I had noticed that from previous episodes that she seemed to get, after like she forgot about stealing treasure and stuff, and she was actually on the on the ship with Luffy and them. She seemed good. Like, even they said she looked happy, and it's possible that she just forgot about everything, and then when she saw the wanted poster, it reminded her what her actual goal was. Her goal of being able to raise the money for the village. That makes complete sense, and why she would do that in the first place. It's sad that it goes to that. Arlong, it seems to be a trending thing when it comes to either pirate captains or the antagonists in general in this show so far, is them just having, like, a lot of them have anger issues. I think all of them have freaking anger issues, but this one seems more like, they feel more superior to humans. They're a different race. So they feel, hey, I can swim. I can be in land and I can be in sea. I'm superior. I should be ruling over them. And that's kind of what he is. He seems like he can't really control when he wants something. He wants something. But the other scary part is they say he's, a warlord. He's part of the same group of 7 at Hawkeye, and we've seen, and if he is anywhere near the strength of him, or if he can go toe to toe with him, then that's gonna take, Zoro got annihilated from him, and it wasn't even close. So how the hell do they expect to be able to beat, if they can't beat Hawkeye, how do they expect to beat somebody in the same class as him? That's what the most worrying thing is when they reference something like that. I feel like that's just gonna be hard. This is gonna be a hard thing. But anyway, good episodes. I like this. I like the setup. I like being that they slowly kind of told us like what Nami was going after here. Even in the beginning, I just felt like there was something off. You see it, like, I like how One Piece really shows you, like, it kind of hints at you a little bit, like, without her crying, that, showing a little bit of crying, or showing that 1 second of her being pissed off when she heard about her parents. Like, it kind of like hints at you and shows you that, like, there's something off about the situation. She's not actually a bad person. And I don't know. I like that. I like the setup and not just being completely in the dark. Being able to like kind of, they give you the pieces to be able to figure it out. But anyway, guys, if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, smash that like button. You can also check out the Patreon at patreon.com/ajrich123 for full reactions and early releases. I appreciate you guys watching this. I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.